bitch, hoe, slut, kiss my ass, suck my dick. Good job, Keisha Boswell. Who else? That's how they talk. That's how they talk to trillionaires. No respect. Who else? I ain't saying shit to him.
This night, 7 times in a row.
That's really cute.
Willing to do.
I'll say something to him. Fuck you, suck my dick, and I hope you die, you stupid dyke ass bitch. Damn, you look good. That crazy. Who else? Damn, you see some of him. You see some. Yo. Damn, I hear his bass. It's booming like an 808. Kanye. Kanye talking big shit. Kanye having big meetings. Kanye said he the king of this shit. Listen to you, y'all.
The world's biggest rap star now calling out
The world's
communist
biggest
China.
rap
Kanye
star.
West terminating the deal between his fashion brand, Yeezy, and Gap after 2 years of a partnership. Yee's relationship with Gap has had its ups and downs before this big breakup. You may recall the recent backlash over Kanye demanding that his Yeezy Gap clothes be sold out of construction bags. Now Kanye says Gap is breaking their agreement by not releasing apparel or opening planned retail stores. But apparently it goes deeper than that and involves China. Take a listen.
But they have a lot of commitments to China, and you know, when we wanted to do localized manufacturing, which is completely possible with some of the factories that I'm buying here in California, we can actually bring industry back to America. Everyone knows that, you know, I'm the leader, I'm the king, right? So a king can't live in someone else's castle. A king has to make his own castle.
Okay, Tyrus, you have a situation here where this guy is clearly very, very creative. 24 Grammys. He came up with that construction bag idea. I noticed it. You know, he's like a nonstop creative machine. Isn't this, you know, can he be right?
Yeah, he's crazy like a fox, and Judge, he ain't no, you know what I'm saying.
Don't go there.
He's willing to do. He's willing to do what Apple wouldn't do, what the NBA wouldn't do, what our White House wouldn't do. He took a stand against China. You're manufacturing in China, I'm out. And not only that, he's willing to.
Took a stand against China, and the USA won't. When the USA do all their business with China. How you gonna take a stand? How, Sway? How?
Invest his own money in where? Where's that place we all used to talk about? Oh, America. He's going to build factories. So
well, California.
It's still ours. It's still ours. Bring him a cup of water. But it's phenomenal what he's doing. And of course, the critics are going to say he's crazy. But you know what? If that's crazy, sign me up. I'll have 2 of what he's having. Yeah. Hats off. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, Katie, what about that? What about the fact that he, unlike LeBron, for example, he's taking on China?
Well, Kanye West is a very successful designer. He's an independent and free man. And when you do business with China, it's not a two-way street. You give China a lot of power over your marketing value. You give them a lot of power over your intellectual property. And Kanye West's creative intellectual property is what he thinks is the most valuable to him. And clearly, given he wants to bring jobs back from China, he gets more control over that. And good for him if he wants to open up factories in California, employ Americans in those factories to make.
That's what my wife and I want to do. Employ Americans. Bring the business back to America. No, that's what they calling it. Bring the business back to native land. That's what we've been posting about. I think that's Jay talking.
His clothing.
We gotta get the Asians, the Chinese out of the sweatshops.
And have more control over his business. So good for him.
Or is he, Joey, just spinning for a deal that's gone bad?
You know, here's my instinct on this is that you're exactly right. This is listen, he's probably a flawed messenger, and the whole deal with Gap, he's probably not blowing it up over whether or not they're manufacturing in China, but it's a convenient opportunity to bring something that's very popular with Americans to the forefront to maybe excuse a deal gone bad, which is that they probably are very deeply tied to sweatshops in China because just about every type of manufacturing is at this point. What really bothers me about this, I don't care about Kanye West. I don't dislike him. I don't like him. I don't like a lot of people that think they're the most important person in the world, but sometimes those people change the world, so that's fine. But it's the mom and pops. If you want to have a T-shirt company in this country, you can buy a Cricut machine off Amazon. You can be very creative, but you got to buy Bella Canvas or Next Level. You have to buy these made somewhere else blanks because you can't afford the ones that are made here, and that's what we should take a hard look at. The idea that you're going to manufacture in California of all places, well, man, you are pushing a snowball uphill in the middle of July. You can go to some states that don't regulate you to death, that it doesn't cost your entire profit to literally have the power to keep the lights on, and probably can find manufacturing. I know Jocko Willink has got a company called Origin, where he's making all types of apparel made in America. People are doing it, but they're going to states that make it possible, and they're doing it out of principle. And the mom and pops across this country should have that option, and unfortunately, we don't anymore.
Do you pay attention to where things are
Yes,
made?
I absolutely do. I do.
And if it's made in America, are you more
I'm
apt to
definitely
buy it?
more apt to buy it. And you know
What's made in native land these days? Mostly everything we buy say made in China. If they aren't making it in China, they are in the sweatshops in native land or USA creating for us.
interesting is that there are some very high-level fashion designers, very expensive dresses that Katie and I have worn. And I looked at the label for no reason other than I was just looking at the dress made in China. It blew my mind. And the prices they put on it are unbelievable. So I said, they're taking advantage of me. They think I'm stupid because
They pay Chinese pennies to make everything that they make for us. She said the price is unbelievable. Can you imagine the price they was paid to make it?
know what they're making this for. But listen, this is a significant fact. In 2021, the U.S. imported more goods from China than from any other country. China represented 18%, almost 18% of U.S. total imports. And you know, Kanye, and I
like
don't have a
talking with him
position on
because
it
I'm a
for or against
dumbass.
or
Shut
anything
the
else.
fuck up.
Whether or not he's got a flawed deal, whether or not they met their contractual obligations, I don't know. But I like what he said.
Yeah.
I like what he said. I mean, here's a guy who's talking about America. Here's a guy who sounds like Donald Trump. I want to bring it to America. And you know what? I'm proud of that.
Well, his big complaint was he wanted it to sell for $20 and they were selling it the same thing for $200.
Yeah.
I want to see what, to Joey's point, I want to see what happens now that he starts manufacturing in the U.S.
Yeah, how
will
much
it be
it costs.
20 or will it be 200?
Yeah.
But his main argument was wanting to democratize fashion. So he wanted to be more affordable, which is what he talked about when he made that bag.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
More money that he will put out because this is the richest country. They interrupted that. My wife will explain better. But to cut ties with China and to do it in USA native land, he will spend more money and make less profit.